Hey everybody, welcome to Lead Therapy. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday the day that I'm recording this video. Um, as you can see in the title of the video, first is gun show. I went to a gun show here in Central Florida, actually West Central Florida. I traveled a little bit, went to the Palmetto, Florida gun show, which I've gone to quite a few times. Large gun show in a good sized stadium. And the nice thing is to see is lower prices, and of course it's because of there's not a huge attack on our Second Amendment. There has been some, but nobody's, especially in Florida, and nobody's coming after our rights as much as in some other states. So it's good to see the prices. Some of them actually lower than what you find on the internet, which was nice to see. And so I was there looking at all these firearms and seeing, lower price stuff, expensive stuff. And I got to thinking, about what's on my firearms wish list. What is it that I absolutely would like to have if I could afford it, save up for it, or anything like that. And I wrote a couple of things down. I would like to have a Chris Vector, the SDP Gen 2. Definitely would like to have an IWI Tavor, the X95. Of course, a 500 Smith & Wesson 4-inch barrel. Don't want anything other than 4-inch barrel. Of course, a lot of people, even though it's a handful, like the 500 Smith & Wesson, one of the gold Desert Eagles, as I put, that would be at the top of my list in what I put in my title. Let's see, one of the B&T GMH9s. I really like those two as well. And just a few others. I won't list too many. FN PS90. Would love to have one of those. And one of the Grand Power Striborg. Sorry, the second generation ones that are non-reciprocating. So those are on my list. But the top has always been, of course, the Desert Eagle. Excuse me. Particularly the gold one or the gold tiger stripe one. And they had quite a few of those firearms there. And of course, a lot of times, like I said, they can be expensive. Some of them were a little bit lower and things like that. Now, I did pick up a few things. I did pick up this hat here, the Punisher hat. I think it's got the thin blue line on it, which I didn't know that until I got it. But that's all right. Hat was only $5, so no big deal. And I picked up some of this streak ammo. And they call it visual ammunition, and it's like a tracer round. But the nice thing about it, and there's some videos online about this, is it's not hot to the touch, and if you shoot it into dry brush or it gets into something dry, it's not going to catch anything on fire. I guess it's got phosphorus in it or something in it. I haven't read up totally on it yet, but I got the 9mm rounds. I'm going to try to make a video once I get my camera, hopefully in another week or so, try to show this off. Kind of expensive though. You get like 20 rounds for $20. So that's kind of expensive, but just wanted to try it out. So, but like I said, we talked about the, what was on our top of our list. Well, I actually did get one of the ones on the top of my list, and it was at the very top of my list. I did get the gold Desert Eagle, brand new in a box, and I'm going to do an unboxing video of this. And very rarely do you actually see these at the gun shows down here. And when you do see them, a lot of them are used. You don't see the gold ones very often either. You see the stainless steel or other ones, or you see ones that are not the 50 AE. You'll see them with the 44 Magnums, 357 Magnums, and so on. And there's a company here in Florida called Shoot Straight, and they have stores all in Florida, a great company. And if you go into the stores themselves, if they actually have these, they're like $2,500, $2,600, $2,700, $2,800, very expensive. I walked past one booth, and this guy had two of the gold tiger stripes, but they were used, and he was wanting $2,300 for it. So the Shoot Straight is got, like I said, stores all around Florida, and they have huge all kinds of rows of tables, like 5 or 6 rows, and this, like I said, a big gymnasium. And they, I saw the first time I walked down one of the aisles, they had 5 or 6 different Desert Eagles, you know, like I said, 44 Magnums and all that, but they only had one of these gold ones left. And they had a price tag, I think it was $2,300. And if you go on the gun broker, which I do quite a bit of shopping on there, it's hard to find these on there, but when they are, they're in that price range. And so, I mean, that's a pretty penny to pay. So I said, ooh, that's a lot of money, but I still wanted to see what else was going on at the show. And so I went around the other side of the tables looking at other firearms, and they've got a ton of people working there, and there's still more aisles of that shoot straight tables. And they also have managers there the aisles are so long, they're on segways. And one of the managers drove by on a Segway, he stopped me and said, can I help you with something? I said, well, nothing right here, but on the other side, I was interested in the Gold Desert Eagle. He says, the 50 AE? And I said, yeah. And he went over and looked at it, and I thought he was going to come back, with a price that's still in the $2,000 range and all that. And he came back and he says, he goes, my bottom price on that is $1,825. And right away I said, sold. I couldn't find it any cheaper than that anywhere, especially in Florida and online. I couldn't find any. And so I was just grateful to get that deal. Now, of course, you got to pay tax on that, so that was $100 and some. Luckily, the background check here in Florida is only $5, so that's no big deal. And I had my concealed weapons permit, so it only took me 10 minutes, and I was out of there with it. Like I said, I'm so very glad to get it, and hopefully one day you guys will be able to get something on your firearms wish list, or even at the top of it. I've got others too. A lot of us would like to have, some of the nice Smith & Wessons, older Smith & Wessons, or a Colt or something like that. But, this was at the top, and I'm very glad to get it. And like I said, I will do an unboxing video as soon as I get my new camera in the next week or so, and try to get some shooting video. I did pick up a couple of boxes of ammo. I got the Hornady Custom, the 50 AE 300 grain XTPs. And I'll show you those real quick. Oops. And then also I got, sorry this video is running late, it's already almost 8 minutes. And I got the Arm Score. These are 20 of the 50A 300 grain jacketed hollow point. Very similar. What I thought was unique about these is these come in 20, there's 5 little boxes in each. So if somebody, I guess, wanted to sell little boxes, but there those are. And also there's the, it only comes with 1 magazine. But then I was able to go to another vendor there, and of course it doesn't have gold on the bottom, but he actually had a OEM Magnum Research. It's still in the package, and I paid $45 for that. So that's the video. I appreciate everybody's support, and look forward to seeing an unboxing video and shooting video in a week or so. So we see you next time. Thanks.